Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So, as you all know, there's a new stuff pack coming to The Sims where we as a community can vote on what is in this stuff pack, and it turns out that it's going to be an arts and crafts stuff pack. So a while ago I stumbled across all these different CC packs kind of made for like craft rooms and kind of arts and crafts, and I was like, oh my god, this has been done in The Sims already, and it's been done a long time ago. Like, I think one of them is from 2017, one of them is from 2018, and I just wanted to include some pictures here to show you what I'm going to use mostly to make this arts and crafts kind of part of this build. And I really encourage you to go and check it out for yourself, because I think they're really good, and I think the creators of these sets of objects have been like, they're so talented, and I really just want to give them the credit that they deserve for making this kind of content. And CC creators have been doing this for a long time, before we even got this pack, and you can get it all for free. So that's why I'm going to leave all the links to those kind of sets of craft room objects and furniture down below, so you can get it all there if you want to, because I really wanted to show off these great objects here that you can get without even buying the stuff pack if you don't want to, or if you want some additional items, or just want to see what I used for this build. Then you can find it in the description. That's all I wanted to say about that. But today I am building a studio apartment that is kind of like crafty, with its own little area where you can, like, well, at least it looks like you can sew and kind of craft your own things or knit or whatever you want to do there. And I just thought that was such a cute idea. I also placed it in San Myshuno, in the little like art district thing. So I just thought that fit really well with the style of the apartment that I'm building today. And obviously I don't know if I will be able to post this on the gallery, because it is an apartment, and it's kind of hard unless you post it as a whole room, and you would need to have all the CC for this pack anyway. I mostly just wanted to show off these two sets that I found, to show that we do really have some talented CC creators out there that makes content that is not yet in The Sims, but that we're now planning on getting in The Sims, and that you can make something that really looks amazing just by downloading these packs from The Sims resource. So that's why I did this. I kind of wanted to challenge myself and see what I can do with this CC that I got, without having the stuff pack that is coming to The Sims in the near future. And I am very excited for this pack. I must say, I was not expecting it. I think actually I was voting for the arts and crafts stuff pack, and now don't judge me on this. I know there are a lot of like dividing opinions, and some don't like that people voted for this pack, but I think it was just a great addition, because we don't have that many hobbies in the game, and I thought this was just a great addition to that for Sims to stay home and have more options to do stuff while they are at home, or to be more creative than just painting and writing and playing the guitar or singing. So I'm actually really excited for this pack, not gonna lie. I really hope there are some other people out there that agrees with me on this. But so, in anticipation of this pack, I am building this studio apartment to show kind of the style that you could get. Obviously, the style of the objects that we are gonna get will not be similar to this. I guess most of you have already seen what kind of objects or style that you can vote on in the community vote or the survey or all that kind of stuff, and you probably know what is coming. So obviously this won't be the same. This is just what I made with the CC that I found, which still fits the theme, but it might be a little bit of a different style. However, this style really fit into a studio apartment because it's more modern. It might be for like a younger person living here. I'm also using this bunk bed, so it's obviously just for one person because it's only a single bunk bed, but I really just wanted to use it to be able to really take advantage of the little space that I had, because this is, I think it's the smallest apartment you can get, and in the beginning it was really hard because there are some things in this apartment that you can't get rid of, so it's supposed to look a little bit run down and a little bit like used, and you kind of have to like renovate it in a way, and I guess that's what I did, because when I started with this apartment, oh my god, it did not look very good. I must admit that. As you can see, the wallpaper was old, there was old carpet on the floor, and I just had to get rid of all that and make it look a lot better. At least the best that I could, because obviously I couldn't remove the pipes from the wall or the other thing that was in the corner. There were a few little like mouse holes down on the wall and I couldn't remove them either, so they just had to stay there. And that door obviously couldn't be changed, the windows can't be changed, but that's just the rules with apartments, which is unfortunate, but that was kind of also the fun with trying to build this, do this challenge in this exact apartment. Because it's small, you kind of have to stick to these things that you can't change, and obviously that is also kind of realistic because you can't always do anything you want when you are building an apartment. But I really wanted it to be a studio apartment because it's so small. I just wanted everything to be open, as well as having the bedroom kind of closed off with these windows on the side, kind of giving it like a loft style, if you get me. I hope I explained that the best way that I could, but I am really just, it took me some time to figure out the layout for this apartment, because obviously it was hard to like think of where the living area would go, where the couch would go and the TV. And so I went a lot back and forth, so I cut some of that out for you so it's not too boring to watch, hopefully. But I really think the layout that I ended up with in the end turned out really good, and it really worked for this style and for this apartment, for this specific apartment. And obviously you can see here that I consistently use CC throughout this build. And obviously if you want to download that kind of crafts room or sewing room CC that I used in one side of the build, you can go and get the links and download it for yourself. Obviously it's not functional, like you can't actually use it for those hobbies, it's more just, as of right now, it's just for decoration, and we can just imagine that I would work as like a hobby kind of area where your Sims could actually work, and maybe after the stuff pack comes out you could actually be able to make it feel more usable and kind of sit in that area and do all your sewing and knitting and crafting or whatever you want to do. As you can see here, I really wanted to use some colors, so I tried to do that the best that I can without overdoing it completely. And I think I used a lot of these light wood tones in the build as well. I just think that really worked for this, while having those dark windows beside it. And as you can see here, I really utilized the space very well because I put the little, well, not dresser, but the clothes hanger thingy underneath the bunk bed, as well as a small desk. So in those 3 tiles, well, I guess it's a bit more, but essentially 3 tiles where that bed would be, you now have 3 different things functioning for what you need for your Sims, and you don't need more, you don't need any more than that in this build specifically. And I use this bookshelf. I think it's a Peacemaker bookshelf, if I'm not wrong. And it really worked great as like a divider between the little living space and the kitchen. So it's not just all put into one. It's still an open space, so it still qualifies as a studio apartment. But it's just a bit more divided. And then I just used a lot of clutter items to put on the shelf, and it just really worked out great with all the little books and the candles and all that kind of stuff to just fill it out. And I think all of the clutter items and the decorations are the key when you're making a small build like this, because you want to use the space as best as you can, and when you can't put a lot of like furniture in or big objects, having those small cute clutter items really do help, in my opinion. So that's why you see me putting down so many different plants and objects, just making it all work within the space, making it look a little bit fashionable, a little bit stylish, you know, because it's someone creative that lives here, so I didn't want it to look boring. That's obviously why I put some colour in here as well. And I actually made a sim before I moved into this space, so I had a very specific style in mind when building this for this exact sim. And it's a very young woman. She is very creative, has a very specific style that she likes, and that's what I tried to really get out in this build. Went for a little bit of that industrial loft kind of vibe, as well as some modern and just homey stuff, to just make it fit with that crafty side of the room as well. Now this obviously didn't take me very long to build, or at least it doesn't look like it, but apart from doing the whole room layout planning, I think it actually went quite quickly, because it's just one room. Obviously I didn't have to do any floor plans, I didn't have to build the outside, it was just all the interior, which I was very grateful for, because usually I build all my houses from scratch and it takes a lot longer than it did with this build. But I think this was a great way to showcase those packs that I found a while ago when I was looking on the Sims resource, because I'm there a lot. I pay for the membership because I download so much CC from that website, and when I came over those 2 packs, because I was specifically looking for like arts and crafts things to see if someone had done something similar to what we're getting in the past, and obviously there were, and one of the creators, I'm not sure exactly how to say this, I would say it's Soloriya, I don't know. I totally feel like I just butchered that name, but she makes such beautiful items, and they are like Max's Match. They just look so great, and so I just had to show them to you and to give you the link. Go and check their page out. They have some awesome stuff on there, not just this set, but also some other cute stuff. It went quite quickly, didn't really get to say much on this, and now you can see this is the finished result of the whole build. But I really do hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and you can look for my videos in the future, as I will be posting more soon. Let me know what you think of this set and this CC that I found and used in this room. I personally think it looks absolutely stunning. And really cute, as well as the rest of the build. Yeah, and that is it for me, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye guys.